people will put Aquaphor on face, hands, like lips, everything. And it is like, I don't know if you ever saw the big fat Greek wedding. Some people think it's like the Windex for the skin. I just want you to know what it's really great for and what it isn't. And what it isn't is getting your skin from dull to dewy. And that's where I come in. I'm Nancy Reagan. I'm a biological diagnostic esthetician. I've been in the business for 30 years and I still to this day work on skin and facials, and I love helping women glow. One thing, that's why we're talking about Aquaphor today, because for menopausal women, it's probably the #1 recommended product that I hear people say, oh, well, he told me to put Aquaphor on. So let me tell you what it's not doing. For starters, Aquaphor is much better than Vaseline for treating the barrier of the skin. So let's just get that one straight and out of the way. So that part is true. And that is because Vaseline is 100% petrolatum, and Aquaphor actually has some ingredients in it that actually do some healing. But the specialty for Aquaphor is with wounds, open wounds, not chapped lips, and we'll get to that. So I bet you might be wondering, if you're following along with me, what Aquaphor is really good for. And I'm gonna really touch on the ingredients, so I will help you see, like, it's really, really good for wound healing. As I said before, Aquaphor's main ingredient is petrolatum. I think it's, like, from what I have read, about 40%. And then it's got other cool ingredients. It's got lanolin, it's got panthenol. Panthenol is a vitamin B5, and it is a wound healer. It also has glycerin. And so what it does is when you have a wound, it will create like a seal or like a barrier. So it's helping that skin to actually heal. In the science studies and when it's studying, it actually, what it does is when it has that little barrier, it lets the platelets and it lets everything coagulate, but they don't get too hard before the skin actually heals from within. There is a lot of science around it, but what it is not is it will not give you dewy skin. It is not going to repair your barrier. There's nothing in there that repairs the actual skin, and repairs the ceramides. We'll get more into that. If you've been following along, if you saw the video that was on the Vaseline, petrolatum is a seal. So it's going to keep everything in. When you have that in Aquaphor, it's sealing the skin. And good to know, whatever the skin was before you put it on is exactly what the skin's going to be when you take it off or when it's removed. The next ingredient is really the one doing a lot of the work, is glycerin. Glycerin is a humectant, and that is a moisture attractor, so it pulls moisture to the skin. And for some of you, that might be why Aquaphor seems a lot more moisturizing than Vaseline, because it does have active ingredients. And the next one is panthenol, which is a form of vitamin B5, which is an amazing healer for the skin. And this is, I don't know why doctors recommend Aquaphor so much. If you're having a heavy duty laser treatment, or if you're doing a really heavy duty chemical peel, you might want to actually use some Aquaphor in the healing process, just to keep that skin. You're gonna keep it moist while, again, everything is working underneath to actually heal. One time I would really not recommend it is when you're doing microneedling, as you don't want to cover those channels that you just created and put good stuff in. Panthenol is wonderful. There's a ton of research on panthenol. You can check PubMed. but it's wonderful for helping the skin to actually heal and create new skin. And it really helps with inflammation. And that's where it excels. And this is where kind of like I look at the line, that is for broken skin. So when you're using Aquaphor, you want to use it on broken skin, not skin that doesn't have a wound. Number 4 on the list is Lanolin. This is the waxy fat from sheep. It totally softens the surface. I don't know if you've ever tried a cream or body lotion that has lanolin in it, but it feels amazing to the skin because of its ability to soften the skin. If you think of like a roughness on the elbows, it will help to fill in those what I call elbow cracks that I have, but it helps to fill them in because of the waxiness of the lanolin. One thing lanolin does not do is because of the size of the molecule, it doesn't penetrate, and especially because it's in a petrolatum base, with it being in Aquaphor, it's not penetrating, it's sitting on top of the skin, so it's in the seal. I hope this helps you understand a little bit of why you want to use Aquaphor and when you want to use Aquaphor. Aquaphor is not your daily, let's use it as a moisturizer, because it's not doing anything to really help replenish the skin or rebuild the skin or repair the skin. That's not its job. The job for Aquaphor is to help in the healing process of a wound. And for that, it's very, very good. And the reason I made this video was because a lot of people are using Aquaphor as a moisturizer, and I kind of want you to know why it's not really good as a moisturizer, because it sits on top of dry skin and it doesn't penetrate or do anything to repair the skin. So using it daily as a moisturizer is not going to really work long term or any term, short term for the skin. Also, dull skin is not going to get repaired. So if you feel like you're going through menopause and you have dull skin, well, it's not going to magically get better because of the Aquaphor. Dull skin is coming because the healthy fats and the ceramides have been depleted, sometimes from estrogen, sometimes from lifestyle, sometimes from the sun. It just depends on what it might be, but the Aquaphor is not the answer to actually helping with the dull skin. And don't go throwing out your Aquaphor, because you're going to need it at some point, but it needs to be in your first aid area of your bathroom. That's where it needs to stay and always be. When we're talking about dull skin and getting dewy and getting healthy skin, that's where we want to be talking about ceramides. The healthy skin has really 3 things that are so important for the skin. The ceramides are like the glue around the skin. It holds the skin cells together. And when we don't have it, that's when we get like almost flattened or dull skin. We also need cellular energy. So the more active we are, the faster our cells move. When we're using products with NAD plus in them, for example, or we're taking NAD or something, that's like the Energizer bunny for the skin, which really truly is helpful for making the skin long-term. Speed up the cell cycle so the cell actually absorbs all the nutrients that you're feeding it. And the third thing is you really want to stop stripping your skin barrier, and that comes with a cleanser without emulsifiers. The other day I was trying to help a woman. She was actually in India, and she found me on Instagram and was questioning. She goes, my skin is so dry, I'm going through menopause, what I'm using isn't working, and it says it's for sensitive skin. The emulsifier problem in cleansers will strip the barrier, and if you're having trouble with like using a cleanser of any kind, my first suggestion is to try to find something without emulsifiers. If you cannot find something, try to find something that has as low as possible what's called surfactants, so that it's not too sudsy, and even possibly an oil cleanser will definitely go a long way to helping that skin feel dewy again. Basically, it's feed the skin, seal the skin, wake up the skin, and that's where you're going to get your dull to dewy skin and how it's really going to thrive. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. I see all the comments, I see all the questions. And if you want a little more information on how to look at your skin and what to do, comment guide, and I will send you a link to look at helping to repair and renew your skin. Stay for the next video, and I will see you then.